Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to episode 7. Recently we have hit 40 subscribers. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for each of you supporting. But without further ado, today we will be talking about Gen Z generation we are in.
Oh Jesus.
So I'd like to talk about things what are good and what are bad about Gen Z.
Are we part of the Gen Z?
Yeah, we definitely are.
Or are we millennials?
I'm pretty sure we're Gen Z.
I would qualify my brother as a Gen Z. I feel like Gen Z is from 2005 or 2006. I feel like.
Boy, if you don't get wrong.
I would qualify us as like millennials because we're much closer to the years of 2000. I definitely think we're not part of Gen Z.
I think she's done. Are you?
I mean, I'd say it's a split. I mean, we grew up in it.
Yeah, we did grow up in it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's say what's good. Yeah.
What's good about them is probably like, especially with people like my brother or his classmates or kids that I see nowadays are much more mature because they have that access to knowledge and the kind of things that would be quite conservative during our times. For example, I wasn't as smart as my brother when I was at his age. I wasn't exposed to that much knowledge and information, especially because of all social media and internet going on right now.
Yeah, it has developed definitely throughout the last 5 years. But I think that's bad as well, the development of social media and how you grow up with it. I mean, it just creates like these social standards which you think you should appeal to. I think social media is one of the greatest, but one of also the worst parts of being a part of the last 20 years of 20 years of our lives. Because yeah, it does connect people and stuff like that, but then you see striking increase in depression, anxiety, and mental health. A part of it is because of social media, all the social standards it creates. Like, you follow hundreds of people, you see your friends going out and they post it on their story or something. That already creates an image. Oh, am I lonely? I don't have any friends. You see your best friend, some close friend to you, post a picture with their girlfriend and stuff like that. Oh, maybe I should get into a relationship, stuff like that. Or am I lonely? And it just creates these self-doubts that you need to comply with. You feel that you need to oblige them. Even like alcohol and cigarettes, it's so common in teenagers nowadays. It's become so normal without people now actually ignoring the side effects of them, right?
Yeah.
People have just accepted these bad things as a part of the society because of social media, teenagers, and every other bad influence, right?
I agree. I definitely agree. Especially with the influence, if we're talking about Gen Z or anyone as generally as teenagers, I find them relating to celebrities a lot more, especially with guys or girls. They would get, mad because they don't have a lifestyle like celebrities. Well, yeah, because they're celebrities. They have money. And now people think that, oh, you don't have a big house, you don't have cars, you don't have this bags, this dresses, then your life is a failure, where in reality it's the complete opposite. Yeah, money solves problems, but I know so many people who have so much money and they're still depressed because money brings problems, like everything. No money brings problems, money brings problems.
It really creates these standards that, let's say a YouTuber, I've seen so many YouTubers at the age of 17, 8, like let's just take Charlie D'Amelio for example. She's 17 years old, right? She's probably a millionaire or probably a billionaire, and you see probably all these 10, 11-year-olds having these accounts and stuff like that. You just get to realize how obsessed with celebrities they are and how much they just take them as their idols. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you're comparing yourself to a person more privileged and has more confidence to do things, you can't just directly compare yourself to others because you have a completely different life and different route of life. Social media is a place where not everyone's gonna succeed, because if everyone would be successful, everyone would be on it. It's a lot of issues also with companies who promote athletes and fitness and all that. Body dysmorphia is, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Body dysmorphia is a huge issue in today's society. You can be the most muscular, the most fit guy, but then you're still not satisfied because you're seeing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Zach Perna. You're seeing all these celebrities getting the better bodies and you're never happy with what you have, which is really alarming, and I think there should be some change in it.
Yeah, but the conditions that people grow in, you don't have the same conditions. Like, for example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was an athlete. Like, he started off, he was born in Hawaii where it's like different conditions. Straight into high school, he was an athlete. He went to the wrestling and he was getting paid millions just to be in those wrestling places, and just because of his personality. No one's paying you to keep that body. No one's like telling you to do it. You're just doing it because for yourself. In no way, shape or form you should be influenced by celebrities. For example, like a guy being like, you know what, I want to make my life like Dan Bilzerian and then be like rich and have girls all around me, or be a girl and be like, you know what, I want to be a Kylie Jenner. You can't be a Kylie Jenner because the mother was already a billionaire before they even were born. So
a lot of people start at a privileged spot. You don't know what went through in the past and all of
sorry
that.
to cut you off. Especially in social media, you always see happiness. You always see people being happy.
Yeah.
No one shows you the real side and what's going on wrong with their life. This is why I don't post as much, because I'm not always happy. Obviously, I'm gonna put a post like 3-4 months, like one post in 3 months, just like that, because I feel like it. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, my life is so great. Oh my god, I have so much money. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
It's that portrayal of that ideal life of like athletes promoting their six-pack abs and all of that. But if you look into it, what athletes, some of what they do is they do drugs, aka steroids, which are basically body enhancement drugs, which make your body look better. They also, when you're taking pictures, they take pictures with amazing cameras worth thousands of dollars, amazing lights. I saw this YouTube video of this guy. He took a picture. He's completely jacked. He took a picture without lights, just standard camera. And he looked okay. He didn't look the best. He turns off the lights, gets a perfect reflection, puts some water on himself, gets a little bit sweat, so that his abs show and his like every muscles and veins show, and he like works out a little bit for 10 minutes. He works out for 10 minutes before taking the next picture where he looks absolutely jacked, and what 90% of the fit influencers post on their social media.
I still think people should be on social media, because you get access to so much information about things that you might not know without being on it, because it's just wide now. You know about things so much quicker than you used to before.
You know, the thing is, we have so much information nowadays. You just take whatever there is on the internet for the truth. In the past, 100, 200 years ago, you had to actually like go to a library or ask your friend or something for information. Now you just click on it, tap, tap, tap. The first Google box which pops up, you just take it for the answer. It's bad because we're not questioning if that's true or not. I've like done a lot of research in the fitness industry and what exercise I should be doing or not. And after like 2 years of research and all that, I've realized the amount of stuff I used to believe at the beginning, 90% of it was untrue. You know where it came from? It came from Google searches. It came from YouTube videos. You need to realize that not everything which you see is true. I mean, 80% or 90% of it could be false, because we have just access to so much information. It just boggles our mind. It's so easy that it just comforts a person's laziness and you just take it, right?
If you ask for my advice to what to do about that, you shouldn't get off social media as per se, because I know some people that follow actually like good stuff, like follow positivity, where whenever they go on social media they scroll for 10 minutes and they already have like this burst of motivation to do something. If you're the kind of person that likes social media and is like me, I like social media, I think my screen time is way higher than of an average human being, but you still have to have that filter in your mind that, you know, whatever you see is not true. Some of the things may be right, but you need to have that filter that it might not be right either, you know.
You need to realize these huge corporations, Instagram, TikTok, they design their apps to make you follow more people, fall for more of these traps. Just take the discover page on Instagram. It's in the middle at the bottom for a reason, because that's where most people click, right? And it's just endless.
Even the post
posts.
button is right in the middle. It's like it just just makes you feel like you need to post something.
You need to realize when companies, the megaminds which go into this, it's really deep. Like, why do you think TikTok is so successful? Because you keep scrolling. It's literally a scroll. A baby can do that, right? It's so simple, and we've just gotten used to this laziness. We love it. I find myself doing this a lot. I'm like, okay, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. 30 minutes later, I'm like, okay, one more TikTok. And I'll see it, okay, maybe one more. And then an hour is gone, just like that. These apps are designed to manipulate you, to use them more, because they're benefiting off of you, and you keep taking in more and more information from these TikToks, these Instagrams, which just keep restructuring your brain, and you just need to realize that, oh crap, maybe I need to take a step back, maybe I should take a break from social media. I'm not saying just delete social media at all, because it's good to stay connected. It's an amazing way to stay connected, up to date with what's going on in the world, and know information you didn't know. You need to realize that there needs to be a boundary between your mind's reality and social media reality. There's a huge gap between that, and a lot of teenagers fail to do so.
I feel like I was in that trap a few months ago, especially when COVID hit. You had nothing to do, and you were literally at home with just devices to connect yourself with. And I feel like I was like really into social media. I mean, I still am, but now I think I've realized a bit more that you don't have to delete social media. You don't have to, unfollow things that aren't true or anything like that. You just need to have that filter in your mind that you need to be following the right people for you, and you need to be taking information correct for you. So make of that what you want, but
yeah, I'm struggling with that right now. I can't find that veil. That's why I unfollowed actually like 80 people. All of them were celebrities, Gymshark athletes. Gymshark is an athlete company, actors, models. I literally unfollowed everyone except my friends. I only were following like 100 people, and all of them were my friends. And then I felt really good about myself after 2 weeks. I was like, okay, I'm not getting any information. The only thing I would use Instagram for was to text Devin. My Instagram feed would be just the driest ever. So my Instagram usage went from 3 hours or 2 hours a day to like less than 10 minutes, because I only used to text people. I then used to go on the discover page. I don't post. I'm not renowned for posting. There's even a period in January or December where I wanted to delete all of my social media, but I was so attached to it, it really boggled my mind. I even had a talk with Devin, didn't we? And I ended up deleting Instagram and...
But you still watch YouTube, so it's still...
Yeah, I still had YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat. Devin told me like, nah dude, you can't do that. I'm like, and then I was like, yeah, it's true. Then he told me that there's no point doing it right now, because we were having a winter break. When Corona is here, you're gonna die out of boredom. I'm planning to delete all of my social media for, let's say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
I feel like it works the best when you have a lot of things to do, especially if you have like goals of like some physical goals or mental goals or something professionally that you have to want to do. Then that's the best time to do it.
Yeah, because then you don't have any distractions, right? But if you are struggling with this like image of goals that you need to achieve by a certain age, or you need to do something, it is probably because of social media and all the information you have. And it should never be the case that you should be looked at as an outcast, that you're taking a step back and let's say you're not responding to any of your friends and stuff like that because you're working on yourself. I think that's what needs to develop in today's society, which is going to be dominating our world in a few years.
Everything is going to be virtual in a few years.
Gen Z is going to be controlling the world in, let's say, 30, 20 years. And mental illness is such a huge issue in today's society, and it really hurts, but it's completely normal.
People have big expectations looking at other people, and they're like, why can't I do it? Why can't I have all this? Because you don't have the access to the resources they have, or you are not in the same conditions as they are, or you're capable of things that they're not, and they're capable of things that you were not. So I'm not saying to never have expectations of yourself, but be realistic about it. So I think that's the biggest thing I've learned, at least. If it helps any one of you guys hearing about this and thinking that maybe we're talking, or in any way you think that you could contribute to this discussion, then here's my Instagram. So yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah, I'm willing to discuss this, and if anyone needs help as well talking about this, we're open as well. No worries. Please take your time, think about it.
Educate yourself, that's the biggest. So we're just gonna end it off here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If we educated you, or we told you something that you might not have known, then give it a like, give it a comment, tell us what you feel about this podcast. Instagram us. Our Instagrams will be down in the link in the description. Obviously, I'm not saying that we are geniuses about this topic. We also have a lot to learn, but yeah, thank you, and yeah, see you in next time.